Do you know what video game consoles and razors have in common? Obviously, not much. Probably many of us are using both, but I guess never together. However, there is one aspect game consoles and razors share. Both apply the concept of the so-called razors and blades business model. In our session today, we will compete in a challenge game in Capitalism Lab. Thanks a lot to the Capitalism Lab and Enlight software team. Our challenge game is included in their latest release of Capitalism Lab. You can download the latest version from the forum, and I will add the links to the download of the latest version of Capitalism Lab, as well as the link to the public leaderboard in the YouTube video comments. The Capitalism Lab and Enlight software team is very engaged with their community, listening to feedback of their users and continuously improving their game, which makes Capitalism Lab a really great experience. We will play the challenge game in this session. Let's see if we manage to complete the challenge. You can try it by yourself to compete with the latest high scores of other players. Now, let's come back to the introduction to our topic, the game consoles market, and afterwards directly go into the game. I am sure you are aware of the razors and blades business model. In supermarkets and pharmacies, a razor is often offered for a very cheap initial price. When buying the new replacement blades are offered for significantly higher prices. This means that the razor brand funds their low price for the razor by high prices for blades. How does it work for video game consoles? Not much different. It is assumed that video consoles, at least in the past, were sold below costs to gain market share and later earn profits with selling and licensing games. There have been 9 generations of video game consoles so far. The first game consoles in the 1970s were offered with a price of $200 to $300 back then. Nowadays, the recent PlayStation or Xbox generation is sold with a price of $500 to $600. When adjusting the prices from the 1970s by inflation, they were much more expensive. Adjusted by inflation, the first generations would cost today around $800 to $1,000, almost twice as much as nowadays. How is it possible that the adjusted price decreased almost by half? In addition to efficiency gains and scaling effects, knowing the razor and blades business model, the answer is rather simple. Game console manufacturers accept little or even no profit by selling their hardware and subsequently try to earn a higher income by selling games and additional online services, which are charged monthly or annually to the end users. Game console manufacturers even further extend their business model by creating a two-sided market. Not only end users generate revenue by buying games or subscribing to online services, also game developers and game publishers are paying fees to the game console manufacturer. First, a developer must buy the development kit from the game console manufacturer. Second, there is a licensing fee which applies to every game unit sold. Including branding fees, in total, game publishers are assumed to pay around 30% of royalty fees back to the game console manufacturer per game unit sold. Therefore, game console manufacturers earn revenue from two sides in this so-called two-sided market. How is this possible? With network effects. Especially for game consoles, the availability of a wide range of games as well as the number of game consoles users is extremely important and build a positive feedback loop. Both aspects, the number of available high-quality games as well as the number of users, will provide both sides more and more value. Potential users will only buy a game console system if a wide range of high-quality games is also available. It is trivial to say that there's a very low value for a game console system which does not have games available. At the same time, game developers and publishers will only invest in developing a game for a game console system if the game console has a large user base. For the game developer and publisher, the user base is the one limiting factor of the market size. In economics, this is called the network effect. The network effect results in users getting more and more value from a product as more users use the same product, leading to a positive feedback loop. Network effects can lead to a high concentration of market participants with only a few competing companies remaining. Especially for home video game consoles, this high concentration can be seen in our real-life economy. The market is dominated by Microsoft with its Xbox and Sony with its PlayStation, with market shares fluctuating between them. Microsoft and Sony are the major participants in the currently happening so-called console war. Those rivalries between two game console manufacturers are not new. Already in the past, the video game console market has seen another big rivalry between Sega and Nintendo. This rivalry was eventually disrupted by the market entry of Sony and later Microsoft. As a result, Sega was pushed out of the market and Nintendo changed the approach with their products. Instead of competing against Sony and Microsoft in computational performance, Nintendo now focuses on innovative gameplay. Users of Nintendo consoles appreciate the new gameplay ideas accepting lower computational performance, which by the way also reduces costs of manufacturing the game consoles for Nintendo. Nintendo's approach is also referred to as the blue ocean concept. The video game console market undergoes constant changes and history has shown disruptions in the market. Just think of the recent attempt of the Valve Corporation to enter the game console market with a new handheld gaming computer based on Linux. Or think of the emerging online streaming services which again could disrupt the game console market. I leave it to you to speculate on the future of game consoles. In our session today, we will compete in a challenge game in Capitalism Lab. Once again, thanks a lot to the Capitalism Lab and Enlight software team for including our challenge game in their latest release. You can download the latest version of Capitalism Lab from their forum. I will add the link to the latest version as well as the public leaderboard of the challenge game in the YouTube video comments. I cannot emphasize enough that the Capitalism Lab and Enlight software team is very engaged with their community, listening to feedback of their users and continuously improving the game, which is great. In this session, we will play the turnaround of a game console company challenge game. Feel free to join the competition and play the challenge game by yourself and compete and submit your score. Just check out the links. I will include them later below the YouTube video. Now, let's start the game. This is the main menu of the game. We are playing version 10.0.18 release and we will start a new game. We will create a challenge game. Before we do so, let's quickly check our options. All is fine. We will create a new game, a challenge game, and play the turnaround of a game console company challenge game. Your company looks back on an era of successful game consoles. With its high expertise, your company has become one of the most valuable brands. Your success has attracted competitors to enter the market, and the company's latest product generation could not compete with them. It is time for a turnaround to gain back the position of the market leader. We will now load the game. We will choose a corporate color, yellow, which is easy to spot on the map. Our name is Light Proton, and we will start it now. Let's first check the environment of the scenario. So what we see here is that we start on 1st of January 2000. We have a capital initial cash of 100 million, which is not much, by the way. Yeah, we will see that we will need a lot in the beginning, and our first challenge in the first initial phase of our company will be to survive while we try to earn income from our products offered to the market. Our goals, our first sub-goals, are to get the market leader of the toy industry with an annual revenue of 500 million and an annual operating profit of 100 million. In our environment, we find 5 cities: Kawasaki with the lowest real wage rate, 1.5 population roughly; Tokyo, the large city of the scenario with more than 4 million inhabitants and a high real wage rate; Suwon, Seattle, San Francisco with more than 1 million inhabitants and in the middle range of the real wage rate between this bandwidth. Kawasaki will be the city where we will place our production facilities, as we expect a lower cost structure. However, Tokyo, with its large population and high real wage rate, will probably be the first and very attractive market for us in the scenario. Let's also check our own cooperation and the details in our strategy. For the brand strategy, I suggest to take the range brand strategy, as we will be offering products in the toy product class, and the different product types will benefit from synergies from one range brand. So this means we only will invest in one brand for all of the product types in the product class of toys, and not need to invest into a unique brand for each product. Also, when we look into our person itself, we have 20 knowledge points we can use in the scenario, and we are free to choose to distribute them among the different business expertise items. I prefer to use it for trading, as we have limited initial capital and we are not being able to build so much new facilities. We must make them very efficient via trading, and improve their output. That's why we will, with each point of knowledge point dedicated to this training, and we will increase the effect of training. So we will distribute all of the points to this. And also, let's check in the options. I prefer here in this scenario to set default internal sale to enabled, so that we don't sell our intermediate products or any other products from factories per default to other competitors or other companies. Also, default price synchronization I set to all, so that within a city, the price should always be the same in all retail stores. Let's also check our competition. We see here that we have around 30 competitors, 30 companies part of the scenario. And those who are really interesting for us are those who are also engaged into the toy industry. And those are, when we look into the overview, are 1, Gridworks, 2, Whirlwind, and 3, Logic. So we have 4 companies, including ourselves, being mainly focusing on the toy industry. And this means we need to keep an eye on the competition. Let's check out the product class of toys first. You find this here in the manufacturer's guide, and we see that we have 4 product types in the product class of toys, whereas 2, marked in red, the handheld game console and video game console, is not available to us from the start because the technology is not invented yet. So first of all, we will need to invest into research and development to get access to the technology. The other competitors, we can be sure, will do the same. So this will be some kind of race, who invents it first and then goes into the market and captures market share initially. Also, we have 2 different product types we can use to gain initial income, and fund our research and development and everything else we need to do to set up our company to produce and sell video game consoles and handheld game consoles. And this will be, in our case, toy racing cars. So let's actually start our activities. We will stay in the city of Kawasaki, and first of all, we will create headquarters. Though this is a little bit expensive, I like to employ a CMO who takes care of establishing a brand. Establishing a brand is very important for us because initially we will have a low technology level, also especially when we invent the new technology. And the brand will help us to improve the value of our product. Let's look for a candidate. Persons sort by marketing expertise. Let's a little bit see who is available. I think this is a good choice. Marketing expertise 100. Computer business expertise might help later on with handheld, with game consoles. We can expect some kind of synergies in the supply chain. Why not take this person and try to hire her? Hire as Chief Marketing Officer. Yes, and that's it. We will aim for the highest target brand rating, as this will compensate for lower technology level and product quality level, and still we can gain a good margin from selling our products. And also, of course, we are in the race with the competition on inventing handheld and game console technology, and therefore we will establish R&D centers also in this area. Research and development of a new product, handheld game console, 1.56 years, so 1.5 years we need to survive without this technology. And also the same for the video game console. And as we also said, that we will start our business selling cars, toy cars. We will already now also start research and development on toy cars, the toy racing car. And this time we will choose at first an R&D duration of 6 months. So within half a year, we will already gain a tech advancement, which means the quality of our product improves. And this also means that we can sell at a higher price if the customer values it. You know that in our scenario, we usually follow the 4 Ps, which is product, here in this terms technology, which is placement, which is the location of the store with high customer traffic, which is promotion, this is our brand awareness and brand loyalty, and price, which we will change accordingly to gain market share and make it an attractive product for the customers. So this way we set up now research and development, and as you can imagine, we have some kind of not too little running costs and only 75 million left on our bank account. So this will be now a tough phase where we need to survive with the money. We will take almost completely up our credit line. We will not cover this without debt, but very quickly we need to get through the break even of our corporation to earn money, so to avoid getting bankrupt. Luckily, here in the city of Kawasaki, we have a seaport which provides product which we exactly need to produce the toy racing car. So our first step will be to pick up from the seaport plastic and electronic components and then distribute it to our factory. This will produce the toy car. The toy car will be stored in a warehouse, and the warehouse will distribute it to our retail stores in the cities. So we will start warehouse. This serves a little bit as a buffer for those products, input products we will acquire from the seaport. This is electronic components and this is plastic. That is. We will allow a little bit of a margin. And now we will set up a factory just right beside it to keep transportation distances very, very low and transportation costs also low. We have 2 input products, and therefore we will choose this layout. We will purchase, and this time from our own company, electronic components from the warehouse, and plastic also from the warehouse. Let's start the production. Now on the second day already, we have manufacturing of toy racing car set up. Let's wait until the first is available. Here it is produced. We will allow a little bit of a smaller margin, and from the factory we will store it in another warehouse, which serves as a buffer, and will distribute it to our retail stores. This is a toy racing car. Here it is. Yeah, the quality of the product is 32. So now let's decide where we want to sell our product. And I suggest, and I will choose Tokyo. Yeah, as Tokyo is has the largest population and the highest real wage rate, so we will have a good price. And the market should be of a decent size. So let's go to Tokyo. Tokyo, by the way, is also not far away from Kawasaki. Really near, close by. Also, transportation costs will be not so high, so that we keep more amount for our margin. This is the city of Tokyo, and let's set up a retail store, a toy store, which comes with a specialty store demand bonus, in a location where we have a very high customer traffic. Yeah, of course, this has high land cost, but at the same time, it will help us to boost our business. So this, I think, is a good location. We'll invest into training. Yeah, by the way, we'll do this in all of our facilities. Let's return to Kawasaki and check. Yeah, we always set training to maximum so that we gain in efficiency. We don't need to set up so many new facilities in parallel to avoid investing even more money when we have only right now 35 million left. And let's see if we have already a user-defined one, which works for us. Yes, here we use this user-defined layout plan from the library I have set up before. We will purchase the toy racing car from the warehouse in Kawasaki. We'll do this for all 3 purchasing units. On average, a purchasing unit, this is experience, yeah, can connect to 2 sales units. Yeah, and with 1 advertising unit in the middle, this is from my perspective, good layout to boost sales as quickly as possible. So now the toy racing car is available in Tokyo, and we will need to set a price so that the overall rating of our product is good enough to gain in market share. At the moment, the market share is completely covered by the city average local distributors with a city overall rating of 44, and with us 21. This is not acceptable. This will not work. Therefore, let's significantly reduce the price, improve the product rating by decreasing the price, still having some margin. It's not a lot, but some margin, so we can earn money with our sales. As Tokyo is a large city, 2 things are important. The market size is big, so we can sell a lot of what we want to sell. So we set another store to sell even more. And also to increase the brand awareness, we need more investments, higher investments, with having here 1 advertisement unit and in the second store another advertisement unit. We will have a better position to grow our brand. And we will choose probably, yeah, this location here for a second toy store, which will also sell the toy racing car. Here it is. Still the price is also here, is too high. Let's set it to this price. This strategy is also called penetration pricing. When we set the price to a low price to penetrate the market, to get into the market and gain market share and have an overall rating which is higher than city overall rating. This is called penetration pricing. And the strategy is first to accept some losses, not being fully profitable, but later with increased market share and increased brand awareness, and probably also through R&D, increased quality, increase the price, and therefore get to the level where the company is profitable. So let's do this. So what we see here is when we look into the supply and the demand bars, that our purchasing unit is having issues to purchase enough toy cars. The demand is quickly rising, yeah, and the one factor is probably not enough. We have still some money left on our bank account, so let's increase already now our production capabilities, our production capacity by duplicating the factory, duplicate firm. Oh, we can set it here. Yeah, there's a little bit of some kind of shortage in the input materials. See. Yeah, there it is. Then let's connect this also as input, and to prepare for the future also include another output unit. Toy racing car. Yeah. This way we have now two factories producing, distributing it to the warehouse, and the warehouse now distributing it to our stores in Tokyo. And you see that already now we gain some market share. It is visible here in yellow through advertising and through a good price. And the brand rating already increased from 0 to 6. Yeah, this was quite quick. And this means our overall rating of the product increases, so we can also increase the price to accept. And this is what we will do all the time now. Yeah, we will increase the price as the brand rating improves from all the investments, huge investments in advertisement. And this way we try to get to a break-even point and get to profitability, because obviously with all the research and development we are currently doing, we need to sell a lot of toy racing cars at a good price to catch up with the running costs we have in our company right now. We see already like the rating is increasing, and we will always all the time adjust the price until our red bars here and below will reduce and turn green eventually. And what we also see is here that the brown bar here shows the capacity, utilized capacity, and this is almost full for all sales units, and demand is still higher than supply. Though we have now enough supply from our factories, that means that 2 retail stores are even not enough, yeah, to satisfy the demand of the city. So we will now even add another, yeah, funding will not be sufficient, so we will ask a bank to provide us some funding via debt, financial actions, borrow, and set up another retail store. Yeah, it will help us to grow our brand, and with another, maybe here, 31, with another advertisement unit, and at the same time we can sell more in the city. 28 is not really good. 31. This is too close. 34. Let's choose this one. Again, the same layout. No. Connect to the warehouse in Kawasaki. Adjust the price. And let's continue. We will definitely run in the situation that our losses due to the high running costs and not yet high enough price for the toy racing car will take some time. Yeah, probably at the end of this calendar year 2000, we will be in the position that we can get profitable. Meanwhile, it will eat up, the running costs will eat up our cash on our bank account. And therefore, we will from time to time, I think, even more take more credits and allow debt to fund the running costs. But eventually, after a while, we will reach the break even. Let's see if it works out this time. Let's always observe if the supply is enough. The supply is enough. In this store, now let's also check the other ones, which run even better. Demand is really, really high. Yeah, and we sell each month more and more toy cars with an even higher price as the brand rating increases. And this we will do all the time until eventually we will get profitable. So now we are already running out of cash. Yeah, we will borrow money from the bank. We will do this a couple of times and we see our credit limit is decreasing. Let's see if the patience of the banks, will be enough and we will get profitable before they say, okay, no more money. This is our challenge now for the initial phase of the scenario. So it's very important to always increase prices as the brand rating improves. And finally, when the brand rating reaches the highest value, which is between 90 and 100, we will reduce, our CMO will reduce the investment into the brand, and therefore the costs will drop suddenly. Yeah, and we will, with the higher price, we will probably at this point in time reach the break-even point of our company. So let's further wait. And all the time, when we increase the brand, also increase the brand rating. And now we also got the notification that after half a year, beginning of July, our R&D project is complete. Yeah, within 6 months, as to our expectation, we increased the production technology, and now we will not allow another 6 months. We will this time, for the toy racing car, invest 1 year, as we will have an even higher tech advancements if we wait for 1 year for the next advancement. The same for the new inventions. Yeah, month until completion is also roughly 1 year. So in 1 year, we will have a big step forward. Since we have a lot of toy racing cars with a lower quality rating already in stock, it will take some time until the new production technology will flow into and come into the markets. However, it will help us to improve our product rating, and therefore we can further increase prices, and still our customers are willing to pay it, following the 4 Ps. So we will just continue and continue. Now we are again running out of cash. Yeah, we will borrow money from the bank. That you see that the running costs, they don't decrease, of course, but the income increases. So therefore, we will slowly walk and get towards the 0 line and then finally get profitable. Let's wait a little bit more. So we see that supply is enough. Yeah, demand is very high. This allows to increase the price further. And maybe you remember that we started with a price of 30, around 30, and now we are already above 60. So we could already significantly increase our income from selling toy racing cars. So we are now in September. Our goal is that around the end of the year, in December, January, we will be in break even. And until then, we will not invest into new facilities, new retail stores in new cities and so on. Yeah, because this will probably overwhelm our amount. Let's check. There was an event. Yeah, I think it did not affect us. And fire destroyed an apartment of Infinite Play, so it's not us, luckily. So we can just continue. Our market share is now already more than half. We need to borrow more money from the bank. Credit limit decreases. So hopefully very soon we will be in profitable numbers. We are now in the month of October. And now, interestingly, we reached a very high brand rating, around 90, and we stopped investing money in our brand. Yeah, you see here in the advertising unit that the monthly spending is reduced to 0 in all of our stores. Yeah, and this means we will decrease, because 90 is already very good. Yeah, this means we decrease now our costs, and therefore it will be even easier, yeah, to become profitable now. And we see already that we see some 1 pixel of green color. Hopefully this will soon stay sustainably. Yeah, it looks good. So we are in November, and now already it seems like we are earning money the first time. Our quality now also increased. We started with 32. We are now 46, 43. Yeah, this is expected as we had then first technology advancement after 6 months in July. Now in December, let's see whether it works, that we get profitable. Again, there's some marketing spendings now I see to stabilize the brand rating. Now we are in January, and I think this time we really will now manage to get a sustainable income. Let's continue a little bit. Yeah, this should work. Yeah, this looks good. So now, what to expect? Okay, there was a new product invented. This is not so relevant for us, and this is not in the toy industry. However, let's check. This reminds us that there are competitors who are probably doing the same as us and reminding us that we should check them out, yeah, what they are actually doing. Let's first check Gridworks, also expertise in toy. They set up one R&D center, and this R&D center is also finding the technology and doing research developing on the technology of video game consoles, so the same as us, so definitely a competitor. Also doing the same as us. Logic and Logic. There's retail stores and commercial buildings, so probably this company is not really doing the same as us. No, they are selling, I think, products which are provided from seaports. Whirlwind Genie also has one research center, and this one also invents a video game console. So there will be some competition and a race on video game console, but for handheld, we seem to be the only one to actually do research on it. So we have a storage full of toy racing cars. Yeah, supplies exceeding our demand from Tokyo. As we already established the brand here, we can now think with what we have. Think of setting up a retail store in another city to already there start to develop the brand so that later we have a bigger market available when our newly invented products get to the market. Let's see. Let's first of all, because 11 million will not be enough to invest into a new city, to the new market, let's check what the banks allow us. 25 million. This is not a lot. Let's rather wait a little bit more to earn more money. We'll probably not do it and rather keep the remaining amount which banks are allowed, which banks are willing to invest in our company to set up production of handheld or game consoles. Yeah, so this works well now. And let's wait and let the simulation make progress. Meanwhile, we can use the time. And a little bit already understand what we need to produce a video game console or handheld console. So it's electronic components, glass and plastic for handheld, and CPU, it will come in plastic for video game consoles, similarly. So I think we should go, when we are ready, go for the handheld game console, as the video game console, probably one of the other competitors, the two who are also doing research and development on it, will go into the market, and we will have high competition. High competition means sometimes price wars, which will hurt our profitability, and therefore let's rather go into the market which is just for us. So still we are generating some income, not much, but some income, so we avoid to have further losses. This all comes from our 3 toy stores selling our toy racing cars. Notebook computer has been invented. Good, but not so relevant for us in the toy industry for now. Also, when looking at the goals, we already reached 1/4 of the annual revenue goal. However, for the annual operating profit, we are just now, went through the break even. In total, eventually we need 100 million, So now one of our competitors invented the video game console. They were a little bit faster than us, already in June 8th. We will, in a couple of days, also have the technology available. Let's double check in Kawasaki. For handhelds, still 1.5 months to complete. We need to wait. The competitor would be able, if willing to already produce the video game console. We can check. Let's check. Let's check whether they really do this. And now we have the handheld game console available. So this is what we will do as next step. But let's check whether our competitors already changed something. No, still Gridworks is purely doing R&D. Logic is still following the retail empire strategy, and Whirlwind also still investing into R&D for the video game console for another 6 months. So what we will do after we acquire the technology, after we invent the technology, we will do 1 year, as we will have a higher advancement technology and then probably be in a better position at a later stage. But for handheld, we are the only ones to have the technology. So let's follow the notifications. Handheld, 6 months is fine. So we will enter the market now, and then 6 months have already a technology advancement. For now, the technology is 30. And then we have the game console. This we will, as said, game console, video game console. This, as said, we will set to 1 year to overtake in technology our competitors who have already invented it and will only invest 6 months of R&D. Okay, that's it. This will also complete very quickly. Okay, now what does it take to set up handheld production? For handheld production, let's remind ourselves in the manufacturer guide, we need plastic, glass, and electronic components. So we will also, from this seaport, import glass. Just as a side note, no silica. Okay. Link to seaport. We could all suppliers. Maybe someone else is providing glass. No, it's only here in the seaport. Also not relevant. Keep it like this, and now we will set up a new supply chain. Let's do it here. With 3 not enough cash. Okay, let's borrow some more money. Okay, our credit limit is now higher as we for some months were profitable. Therefore, we get a higher credit line now. We set up the following layout as we need 3 input products. Let's check the ratio, plastic, electronic components. Electronic components, glass, and plastic. And now this should bring the handheld. That is. Let's quickly check the R&D project. This is toy racing car, complete. 1 more year. This is fine. First handheld console produced. Now we need a warehouse. Set it up here, which will serve as a buffer again for the produced handhelds. Handheld, here it is. We will reduce the price. It's only for internal sale, so that most of the margin remains in the toy store, and we can work with the price a little bit. So now we have established our brand in Tokyo. So let's sell it under the same brand, the Range brand. It's always good to double check the Range brand. Strategy for toy or 84 brand awareness already. Let's under this brand also sell handhelds. Though they have a low quality rating with a high brand, we still have a decent price. Retail store, toy store. So now let's find a good spot. Okay, cash is not enough. Again, we need to borrow some money. And now I think sales will go up immediately with this new product on the market. $70. This looks good. Now connect to our warehouse. So as our handheld is now a completely new invented product, there's no competition. No, it will take some time, not much, but some time until there's some other competition. So the city average, we don't have values. So we need to imagine ourselves a suitable, a good price. Yeah, and what I suggest is just to aim for an overall rating of 50. Yeah. And see whether this works. Yeah, this works. As you can see, the demand immediately increases maximum. And as we are in Tokyo, I think it's good and fair to already set up a second retail store. We need still, again, need to borrow some money for it. Yeah, let's set up one probably here, 46. Why not? What about here? 39. No, this is better. And we will see that soon the supply also will not be enough. So what we have a situation here that we right from the start have 100% of market share. Why? We are the only one at the market, right? So this will change because the local distributors will somewhere get also handheld game consoles somewhere from and will sell it, and this will reduce our market share, but for now it's 100%. And the only limiting factor is supply. And we see that supply will soon reach its limits with only having one factory. So we will again borrow some money to set up a second factory. We always, when we extend our production capacity, we need to check whether also the input products are available, because otherwise it will be without any effect. If not, then we need to find a different solution. Yeah, handheld was correct. This one. Yeah, second factory is set up. 2 output units. This should be enough. And we see that our stores are not able to satisfy the demand. So right from the start, we will, to really boost our income, we'll also, at the other side of the river, again set another toy store. We will set it 21, 17, 18, 33, 33, or here 42. Set it up here. We'll again sell handheld. There it is. We will increase the price to overrating of 50. Yeah, 3 stores, this will be enough for now. And you see that we have a very high income. Yeah, this is because of the high margin of this product and the market share from the beginning. 100% belongs to us. We will keep this for now. And let's have a quick view on our target for those sub goals. Yeah, the annual revenue of your company. Oh, fire destroyed R&D center of LP Corporation in Kawasaki. This is bad. Yeah, we lost some progress, I guess. Let's see which one. Let's go to Kawasaki quickly and check. So this one we lost. Game console is still working. Toy car is still working, but we lost some progress now. And all the experience from the researchers. Not enough cash. Bad luck. Third R&D handheld console. 6 months again. Yeah, we lost now a little bit more than a month in progress, but never mind. We will somehow work around it. Let's continue our simulation. Supply is good. Demand is very high. Some losses in this month. Why? Because we lost one research facility. And instead of setting up another toy store for selling handheld, we will now consider to invest in another market, yeah, and sell toy cars and also handheld consoles in another market, establish the brand in this market. We must be aware that this will, of course, increase our running costs as we need to establish the brand, invest into the brand. However, eventually, after some time, we will have more income. And we need to boost our income as we are far away from our sub goals in terms of revenue and operating profit. Let's check which handheld, no. Handheld, the figures are not really reliable as we are the first ones and only ones selling handhelds. For the toy racing car, we can see the market size. So it's 11 million, less than 2, 3, a little bit less than 3. Seattle will be the next city. Let's go to Seattle and start business here. Now, so we will need some more money. Yeah, we are reaching the credit limit now. $70. Let's not sell toy racing car. Let's sell handhelds, as this is more profitable. Here it is. I think the price is a little bit... Let's try this price. Yeah, so still people are buying it. And we have high advertisement expense, of course, due to the brand still need to be established. However, for Seattle, it will go a little bit faster than for Tokyo, as we have a lower population. And you see that not from the start we will have 100%, because it seems there are other local distributors to also sell handheld. I think this works. Already the company is profitable right from the start due to the good price. So we will also sell toy racing cars now in the city. Probably this is a good location. Want this? This is even better, right? This time toy racing cars. We are still in a critical phase of our company, as our credit limit is really exhausted somehow, and at the same time we are not always sustainably generating incomes, but this improves now very quickly, hopefully. So toy racing car, we need to... Well, the price is fine. Will slowly grow. Demand slowly grows. Our brand rating is not high enough that people get aware of our product really quickly. We will do a similar strategy as before. Penetration pricing. Let's increase prices from time to time. And also full capacity of all sales units. However, not possible to satisfy demand. So whenever we have enough money, we will set up another store to sell handheld game consoles, since supply is still very, very good. I think we are there yet. Let's set up another toy store. Maybe here. 39. Or here. 59. It's even better. High customer traffic index. Handheld game. Increase the price. Yeah, and now it seems we somehow within 2 years we reached the turning point, and finally with our newly invented handheld coin console and selling it, we reached the point where we sustainably can earn operating profit. However, so this will grow now, annual revenue will grow, operating profit will grow now, so we will probably reach the sub goal soon. However, market dominance of toy industry is not reached yet, as we are not selling two products types which are also belonging to it. video game console and the stuffed toy. Let's increase the price. This is too expensive. This is too low. Yeah, let's also check in Tokyo, our price position. Can a little bit increase, and for the toy racing car, you can allow to boot with 60. So we are selling more. This is great. Yeah, this is good. So still it seems that we have a very high demand for handheld games. What about toy racing cars? Yeah, also toy racing cars. So probably a second store makes sense. The supply of toy racing cars is not an issue. Okay. Like this. And for the handheld, yeah, we will not invest into more. Brand rating is 100. So costs, investments into brand will be reduced very soon. So R&D of handheld game console is completed. So we will terminate and set it now to 1 year. So we have more technology advancement. What about supply? Yeah, it's fine. This one is fine anyway. Due to the higher product quality now, we can increase the price again. Customers are willing to pay more. And increase our income. So both more than 50% market share. I think the same in Tokyo. Yes, and we have now earned money from our sales, and this we will invest into the game console. But first, let's check the competition. I think still they are waiting for a good point in time to enter the market, and as we were really fast, it's probably not reached yet. One R&D center still investing. Now inventing handheld game console. Okay, does this really make sense? I don't know. Logic, still with the retail empire, and Whirlwind Genie also inventing the handheld game console. So we have time. We can now produce the video game console and also bring this to the market. What do we need? We need plastic, electronic components, and CPUs. CPUs are also provided here. CPUs are really expensive. CPUs come with a price of $129 US. And producing them by ourselves is much cheaper. This is also following the vertical integration strategy, where we will integrate in our supply chain towards our input materials and input products, semi-products, to even gain higher profits. And this is what we will do. We have silicon here available. Yeah, already someone else is buying silicon, but not so much that we will have an issue, I guess. And this silicon we will use to produce our own CPUs. So first of all, we need a warehouse to have some kind of buffer for silicon. Probably we need to store output. Link. Let's see who provides silicon. And then a large factory. We will set it up here to produce CPUs. This is a very profitable business production of CPUs as long as you have customers. Purchase silicon from ourselves. That is, now we need to set up CPU production, not CCD, as we are not producing cameras. CPU production takes a while sometimes. Complex production. You see the cost for production only 2 cents. Yeah, we can sell it for much higher prices. We'll set up a warehouse here. Probably the demand will be so high later on that we need to add more production capacity. Here it is. We will also invest a little bit into research and development. Why? Because CPU quality 15%, yeah, accounts 15% for the overall product quality. So this is probably enough to set up R&D and invest some money into it. Set it up here. Not enough cash. Hopefully we get money from the bank. Yeah, now the credit limit is much higher as the banks realize that we are a very profitable company with good assets and which also in the future will earn income. Start R&D, CPU. Yes. So with now CPU being available and plastic and electronic components, let's check electronic components. Yeah, this will work. We can set up production of game consoles. Like this. And under the same ranged brand, we can sell the video game console in Tokyo and Seattle. CPU 1, plastic 2. Plastic. CPU, electronic components. Here comes the video game console. Here the same arrives. Now set up a warehouse. Yeah, again, we need money from the bank. This is not an issue anymore. We survived this phase, it seems. Let's not do an error to burn money. Input, storage, output. Input, video game console. Like this, and now we will sell it in Tokyo. Great. So let's find a good spot to sell it. Maybe here, 39, 30, 44. Why not here? Squeeze it in, right? Our other stores are also creating customer traffic. Video game console. Just from the warehouse. Here it is. No competition for now. Let's aim for a rating of 50. Yeah, and there it is. Soon, I think in around 3 months, I think we will have a tech advancement, a huge step forward, so we can even increase price, and hopefully we can sell it for around 900, 800, 900, 1000. Yeah, and still generate a lot of demand. Of course, we are talking about of Tokyo, so again, funding is a little bit limited, so still we need to borrow money. We will duplicate this store. Where to duplicate it? Maybe here, 37, 39 here. Okay. Yeah, huge demand, right? And now again, duplicate 3 stores must work. Duplicate can go here. Check for a good location. $27, $33, $47. Good. Yeah, and now let's see how our product sells, and we will go to Seattle. Yeah, and let's pause the simulation for now and check the pricing. This is fine. And here, yeah, this is also good for toy racing cars. What about demand and supply? It's fine for toy racing cars, handhelds. Yeah, good. So now a toy store for our game console. We see that demand is increasing. This is too cheap. Demand is increasing. We soon need to set up a second factory. But for now, let's first, do we have still money? Yeah, we have some money. Let's first set up 49, another store. Yeah, now it's already, we have issues to retrieve a video game console. Yeah, 1 factory is not enough. Let's go to Kawasaki and extend. Duplicate firm. There it is. Input another output unit. Yeah. Hopefully this works now. Probably we will add another factory. And always never forget to check whether the supply chain works, but it works for now. CPU, yeah, is actually stored. What about handheld? Handheld will also get an issue now. We don't have enough money, so again we will ask the bank for some money to duplicate, to produce more handhelds. That is. And link, this time handheld. Yeah, so the more is produced. R&D project completed on video game console, 1 year, yeah, that's fine. Handheld, toy racing car will improve. Yeah, this is good. So now everything should be in a good state. For video game console, it still does not work. Yeah, so I will add another factory. Even extend production capacity. Yeah, and there it is. Input. And let's go back to Tokyo and check how it works. Handhelds, half of the market. So I think in Tokyo, probably and only quarter of a market, but in Tokyo we should build another handheld store selling handhelds. Okay, good. Also for video game consoles, we should do this. Let's find some space, maybe here. And now we see how quickly our revenue and operating profit increases. Yeah, with two newly invented technologies, this is a very good position we have now on the market. Something happened. Racing car is complete. Yeah, and so this means that also for racing car, we can soon increase prices. I think this is too low. In Tokyo and in Seattle. Handheld, almost complete market. Video game console also working well. So it's also too low price now. Okay, so what we reach now, as you can see here, achieved revenue, operating profit, but market dominance is missing. Why? Because we only reached market dominance for toy racing car, video game console, handheld game console, and not for stuffed toy. Yeah, this is missing. So this we need to take care. And stuffed toys are completely different. Yeah, they rely on input materials which come from a different supply chain. So this is why we kept it and left it for the very end, because a lot needs to be established now to get this. Cotton is not available in the market. We need to grow cotton by ourselves. Unfortunately, dye stuff and textiles we can get somewhere. If we grow cotton, we can also produce textiles, so this is not the problem. Dye stuff is coming from a seaport, I guess, and then cotton, yeah, we need to grow. Cotton grows from February to June, so takes some time, yeah. Almost a year until we have the stuffed toys ready. But anyway, let's do this. Let's go into it, and we will set up a farm already now, so that we don't forget in February to set it up here. And we will grow. This is not really, stuffed toys will not be really our core competency. However, we need it to reach our goal. Meanwhile, while we wait that the crop cotton is grown, we will extend to other cities and even improve our income and profitability. So cotton, waiting for season. Okay, good. It's always good because probably someone else will come and have the same idea. It's always good to set up R&D to improve in the market position. Stuffed toys, as this will probably take a year until we have it ready. We can also invest R&D in 1 year. Okay, good. Let's check our supply chain. It looks good. Video game consoles also good. CPUs. Oh, CPUs will soon be a problem. Duplicate firm. CPU. Okay, that is. What about this coming from the seaports? Is fine. For now, dye stuff is here. Okay, what to do next? We can check to enter the next market. So we have Tokyo. Keep it like this. Let's increase price. We have Seattle. I'm thinking of investing into another retail store for the video game console. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Let's do this. Duplicate firm. Let's add one more here. And now let's go to San Francisco. Yeah, it's the next big city, and we can also set up, toy stores. And sell our products. First of all, toy racing car. Increase the price a little bit. The quality is very high, but the brand rating is low. Toy racing car and everything else. We can all squeeze it in here. Video game console. And of course, also the handheld device. And the same we will do not only in San Francisco, also in Suwon and in Kawasaki. Let's start here. Customer traffic 100. This is a big value. I think this is very good to sell toy racing cars. Still have capacity. Okay, an R&D project has been completed. Let's check it. Here, game console. Yeah, it's fine. February, cotton is now actually grown. But still, let's set up more stores. Also handhelds. We see now how quickly, we earn more money as we have huge scale effects. Video game console, yes. Yeah, now the brand needs to grow. Let's go to Suwon and do the same here. Pause. Set up stores. 69. Here. And another one probably here. No, this one I don't want. Handheld. And here, toy racing cars missing. Okay, let's double check Seattle. R&D process CPU is complete. This isn't fine. This will improve our production technology of video game consoles. Yes, I think everything is fine. Yeah, let's check. Cotton is available in June, so still we can do some fine tuning here. This one is now too cheap in this city. So here, price increase is possible. Demand for game consoles is incredibly high in Tokyo. Yeah. Suwon. We just started our business in Suwon. Seattle. Can still increase a little bit prices. Okay. Let's check also the demand, right? Yeah, that's good. San Francisco. Handheld. Toy racing car. Can go with the higher price. Game console, we can go with the much higher price. And I think for all three, we will now duplicate. We have enough money, more than 100 million. So income is now really growing a lot. Intel supply is still fine. Maybe here. Then another one for toy car. Maybe here. And another one for the console. Game console. No, that's too close. Let's put it here, 87. This is great. Okay, game console is definitely an issue in supply. Let's quickly check. Kawasaki. What's the issue? It's not CPU, it's duplicate. Let's directly invest into more. This one. And this one. Linked now. Yeah, maybe set up another one. Let's make it complete. So now we fully utilize our warehouse. This one. Yeah. Okay, what about CPU? CPU seems fine. Handheld. Oh, handheld is also an issue now. Electronic components, we need to keep an eye whether this can also get an issue. I think we should duplicate another one. Yes, there it is. So let's check later again. For toy racing car, still everything is fine. Yeah, very high efficiency. Let's check our prices here. Oh, we reached June. Yeah, this is too little. Toy racing car. I think for those two we can duplicate the firms. And now our farm provides cotton. Very good. So let's store everything in a warehouse. 2 input, 2 output, and a huge storage. Connect everything. Like this. Link to, and this time cotton. Yeah, so it's the only, so yeah, just because of the logic of the product class toys, we will also engage in farming because no one else does in this scenario. So we'll set the price a little bit higher, and now we will allow others to buy it. Yeah, because this is not our core competency, cotton. Yeah, we are more a technology company. That's why we don't care so much. Now let's set up a factory for textiles. Right here, you have a lot of money. So easy to fund now. Just keeping in mind that we have some debts still from the beginning. We will pay back soon. Purchase cotton from the warehouse. Now produce textiles. Input, storage, output. Let's try it this way. No, not cotton, but textiles. Also, we will allow others to buy it, and a factory. And now finally, we will soon have the opportunity to complete our task for market dominance in the toy industry. So let's check. 2 textile, 2 cotton. Okay. Cotton and dye stuff for color. Yeah. Right. All suppliers. It's not available. What's the issue? Why is it not available? All cities, all suppliers, seaports. Not available. Why not? I thought it's available here. No, it's not available anymore. It stopped supply. That's that. This makes things a lot more complicated. Game console is complete. Okay, check later. Oil and timber. Both is available, so also this we need to get somewhere. Oil, timber. Let's produce this. If you can't get it from the market, only try to produce it by ourselves. Link, oil. Yeah, and link. Yeah, here. Even Kawasaki. Transport is not so critical. There it is. Right, then set up a factory for. We'll set it up here, dye stuff. It has 2 ingredients. This means we will choose this layout. First of all, from ourselves, from warehouse, oil. And timber. Why do we do this buffer with the warehouse? Because if the supply finishes due to whatever reason, because the competitor stops supplying it to us or increases the price incredibly, we will still have the option to easily set up a new source. Yeah, it's nice stuff. This warehouse is complete. This is complete. So we need another warehouse. Input, storage, output. Here it is. Yeah. Internal sale. Someone else can buy it if it likes to. And we will now finally, it started producing textiles. Okay. This does not make sense, right? Why? Yeah, now it's changing to tough stuff toys. Clear. There it is. We go to this warehouse. It still has some space. Well, here link to stuff toys. Into output. Here it is. Like this, and then we will go to probably Tokyo first, yeah, and set up a retail store to sell it. Why not here? 49. Stuffed toy. Purchase from ourselves. Yeah, there it is. We have a very high brand rating, that's why we can allow a little bit of a high price. And let's also sell it in Seattle. Retail store. Probably here. At a good price. Yeah, this is too expensive. So now we finally achieved the goal. We are in the third year on 21st of July. Yeah, after 3.5 years, we could accomplish the sub goal. And now we will go into reaching the main goal of this challenge game. And this is where it seems that we are on a very good path already. The rewards we get from reaching the sub goal is score, yeah, some points, yeah, even early completion bonus, which in my view could be even higher if there would be not so much complications in the supply chain as we experience it. So another scenario, probably this would work out even better. And corporate cash bonus. And this cash we can really need. The 400 million get rewards now we will use to pay back the debt to our bank. Financial actions, we have total loan 168 million, a little bit more. We'll just repay everything and still have a lot of money. Yeah, we have as goals now for the main goal annual revenue 2,000 million, 2 billion. Annual operating profit 400 million, and market dominance. So this we have achieved. Operating profit just came to us with simply managing our company. Revenue we need to double. Let's do this. R&D complete. So I think 2 things we can do. Yeah, we can first of all check whether the supply, the production is up to all the demand from our retail stores. We can check if we have room to increase prices in our retail stores. And also we can check whether the market share allows that we even set up more toy stores to sell more from what we produce. CPU is an issue, by the way, so always double check the supply chain from time to time. Otherwise, very quickly, there's a bottleneck. So here it is. Yes. Connect CPU. This one. Hopefully this will help now to satisfy. Yeah, we see the impact. Yeah, not now. Still some buffer. But however, there's a very high demand for. Okay. Also here we should add one more. We have room here, so we can increase our production. Also for handhelds. It's not coming. Why? What's the issue? Okay, electronic components is a bottleneck. Okay, this is bad. Electronic components are provided by the C port, and the C port cannot provide enough. Yeah, and this is where we need to check again. Yeah, whether we can produce this by ourselves. We have enough money. Yeah, to go into it. Electronic, no, semi products, electronic components, silicon, chemical minerals, steel. Everything is available in the market. Then let's try. Where to set it up? Oh, there's space. We need space here on top of this. Okay, first of all, let's get into a warehouse what we need. Input, 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 store, store, store. 3 output, connect. So we allow from any supplier. Here. Which one is good? Freight cost must be quality. This is good quality, but it's expensive, right? We'll take steel from the chemical minerals. That's also coming from a seaport. And silicon. Quality price is too high, right? So, but see, silicon is also something we should purchase probably from our competitor, because demand is very high for silicon due to our CPU manufacturing. Okay, fine. So next step, factory, large factory, right? And we need this layout to produce electronic components. This is what we are currently doing, is vertical integration. Yeah, we integrate backwards into our supply chain to produce what we need for our own production. This serves two purposes. One is decrease dependency on suppliers, and as we see, suppliers cannot provide what we need in terms of quantity, and also increase profits. Yeah, so each supplier in the supply chain will have this share of margin. Yeah, and we will simply reduce it by keeping it in our own company. Steel, well, it's the same. So let's link this to silicon, but this time we will only allow from ourselves. Steel and chemical minerals. There are electronic components. Now also build a warehouse. Input, store, output as always. Link to electronic components. No, this is wrong. Not from the warehouse, but from our factory. Yes, that is. And let's now check how to supply. So maybe we should switch here to this supplier. For a toy car production, we will switch to this supplier. Let's see whether this relieves already a little bit. Probably not much. Not much. Also, we will at least one factory for handheld and one factory. No, this is all handheld. They are still supplied. Yeah, okay, then maybe 2 factories for handhelds. That was fine. Let's see. Let's see how it works. Maybe we can duplicate this. Managing the supply chain of a technology company actually is a challenge, as you need a lot of input, different input products, and they get, is this correct? This is not correct. They get really quickly a bottleneck. Okay. Good. I think this improves now the situation. This improves now the situation. Let's see how it works. So let's go into the cities and check for the prices. So console, this can be increased a little bit. Toy racing car. Go. What is our goal? Our goal is to increase revenue. Yeah, and increasing revenue, one option we have is to simply increase prices. Let's go to Tokyo stuffed toy. Oh, very high demand, so I think we should duplicate. You can sell more. Why not here? Doesn't matter. And toy racing car, I think it's fine. Given wants a salary increase. Yeah, okay, this hurts, but I agree. Actually, let's also, since we earn so much money, let's also pay ourselves a salary. Let's go to Kawasaki, into the headquarters, and first time now pay out CEO salary. Yeah, like this. 30 million, this should be fine. Tokyo. Let's continue. Handheld, fine. Game console, we can increase. It's too cheap. So Suwon. Yeah, this is a very high rating. I think we can also duplicate the firm. Set up one more here. And what about toy car? Yeah, we should definitely increase the price. Okay, this is also too low. Also this one we will duplicate. We can sell more in this city. Why not here? Stuffed toys complete. Let's check it. Yeah, 1 year is fine. So one, Seattle. What about Seattle? This is fine. Handheld is fine. There's some room. Stuffed toys we are not selling here. Yeah, why not? Let's set up one store. This San Francisco. Yeah, going well. Also stuffed toys. We can go here. Where to set it up? Maybe here. Okay, and we see that we have issues with our supply chain stuffed toys. We need to increase the production capacity. That is. Let's sell for a much higher price and check in Kawasaki. Here we have only one. Yeah. Duplicate. No, let's take that. That's right. Duplicate. And I think we are here. Input, output. Link to this factory. Since the demand is so high, let's directly invest in one more. We have one. No, not this one. One unit left. Yeah, like this. Yes, this is fine. CPU, so increasing the quality of our products. I think this we can. No. We can increase, but for toy racing cars, there's an issue in the supply chain. Let's check. So we are not producing enough. Why? In purchasing electronic, this is solved now. Yeah, so it's simply production capacity. So let's add one more. Toy racing car. As we are now allowed to produce also other products, we have to choose. Toy racing car, toy. Why is this not working? Toy, no. Racing. This one. Game console is complete, it's fine. Toy racing car is complete, it's also fine. Okay, now let's wait for a few seconds. And that's how we also completed the main goal. So what did we achieve? We achieved an annual revenue of more than 2,000 million, an operating profit of more than 400 million. Actually, we see it's 900. Yeah, the ratio is 900 to 2,000, and this means that almost half of our revenue is income, operating profit, which is a really good. Yeah, really good. And this is due to we won the race in inventing the new technology, and with a high brand rating, high product quality, we could really create a high value product and sell for a high price to our customers. And with market dominance, of course, yeah, it sells even better. And get the rewards now. And that's, you achieved all of our goals and we won the game. This challenge game is open for public in the current version, in the latest version of Capitalism Lab. I will post the link below the YouTube video in the comments, and you can also compete with everyone participating. We reached a total score of 2,024 points due to personal wealth, value of companies, dominated industries, dominated products.